In this second video for PowerPoint, we're going to look at some intermediate skills. The first one is adding transitions. The transition is the animation that plays when you're in the slideshow mode and it goes from one slide to another. To add one, just click on a slide that you want to add it to, or you can select multiple slides by clicking Shift and down and it will select all the slides. If you go to transitions at the top, and you'll notice you've got a menu. If you use the drop down bottom, you can see all the different transitions you've got. You've got some popular ones like the switch and the crush. My advice would be to choose the same one throughout. If I go for the switch, for example, you can see now a transition has been added because I've got a little star underneath the slide number. So this is indicating that a transition has been added to that slide. So if I was to play that in slideshow mode by hitting the slideshow button down at the bottom here, it would then, as I went from one slide to animation, it will play the switch animation from one slide to the other. So that's adding animations. The next thing you want to do is look at sending items to the front or back. First of all, I've got some text and I've got some images. I've got an image of a pizza and I've got an image of another pizza. And at the minute my pizza is coming over food and I've got this image coming over this one. Now it is handy to know how to order your images in your on your slides. So if I wanted to send this one to the back, for example, if I was to right click and click on send to the back, what that's going to do then is going to move it underneath the text and also underneath the second image, like there. If I wanted this text to come onto the front, then I make sure the text box is selected. I've got a dashed edge at the moment, a dotted edge even. So if I click it so it's solid and then right click, I can then go to bring to front and then I can see my favourite food is pizza, and now the text is on top. Now while my text is on top, I'm going to struggle to select some of the images. Okay, so you may just be aware that if you may need to do that, you may need to take one of your selection and just move it out of the way a little bit so you can actually select the item that you want. So that's sending items to the front or back, and you may want to change it around a little bit. Once you select the area you want, just a very quick overview, and then right click, but to bring that to the front now, that goes over the pizza and also over the text. And you can keep playing around with it. When you've got text, just make sure that you've got the solid box selected. And if I bring that to the front, there you go. So it can create some really nice effects when you've got images and text that are linked together as part of the same slide.